everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So just working on my current journal at the moment, my wildflowers journal, I guess that's what I'm calling it. And I'm using the beautiful papers from JunkWithSteph, and I've decided I'd like to work on my envelope page that I'm putting in here today. So just removing that out of the journal, and I think I'd just like to collage it. So I have some of the digital kits here to my right, and I'm just going to pick out some papers that catch my eye. I probably could have done this off camera, but I didn't really think about it. That's really pretty. I mean, they're all really pretty. I like those two. I don't know whether I've used those. Possibly should have checked before I turn the camera. I'm just trying to find some more delicate flowers in amongst the mix. I really love the soft, delicate feel that this journal is having at the moment, so I really like that one. What else is in here? So again, I'm using two kits, British Wildflowers Volume 1. I think they're called Field Notes British Wildflowers Volume 1 and Field Notes British Wildflowers Volume 2, I believe are the names of the kits. I hope I've got that right. And I'm looking upside down even. I'm sorry. I just realised I haven't even bothered turning them up the right way. Feel free to stand on your heads if you need to. Let me turn this around. My goodness. I really like that one. Actually, I don't mind that one either. Just trying to pick papers that I feel like I haven't used in here yet. So I think I might use those two. And I will just check and see if there's anything. So this is kit 1. I feel like I've used that one. I do like some of the grasses and things too. I like that page there as well. I'm hoping I've got the names of the kits and the volume numbers right. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place at the moment, so I'm really sorry about that. Oh, I really like that one too. Bringing in some of those grasses. Or that's what they remind me of. I don't know that they actually are as such, but that's what I think when I see them. Okay, so kit 1, kit 2. Okay, so using these papers, and I also have my tea stain collage papers to my left, and I'm just going to collage this envelope. Really simple crafting today. So I hope you're all fabulous. I have been really busy and a little preoccupied, I'm afraid. I've had some bits and pieces going on behind the scenes, so I apologize if I've been a little distracted. But I am excited to be in my craft space. You know, sometimes you just need that downtime, and for me crafting is my downtime, so I am so ready to just be in my craft space and do some creating and just enjoy the process. Okay, I'm going to take a little more of that negative space off this side because I want to focus more on the graphics. And I think I might do the same on this side here. My new craft mat is really slippery, so every time I pick something up, I feel like my baking paper shifts, which it didn't do before on my old, I was going to say chopping board, on my old cutting mat. So I might take a little off the bottom as well. Okay. And I really like the idea of popping those. Okay, let me see. I'm thinking if I just take this strip here, perfect. I can trim off any excess once it's on. I've got bits everywhere. Just need my glue book, and I had things sitting on top of it, and I've just bumped the camera. I'm sorry. I've moved my frame out of the way to be able to work on this, and so I've got that to my right, and I've got my piles of my kits from JunkWithSteph that I'm using for this project to my right as well. I've got another pile of paper on my desk here to my left, and I feel like I just need to come into my craft room and do some tidying, but I've been distracted with other things and they have not been crafting things, so unfortunately I haven't had an opportunity to come out and do that. Okay, and I love the fact that we've got a complete piece covering the spine area on this envelope, because I feel like that will offer some stability. Oh dear, that just pulled. I felt a pull as I ran that across. And this is just in a window envelope, and I have cut it to size to fit my signature. Okay. Oops, just looking for my fold. Off to a great start. I need something smallish. I'm wondering about these up here. I haven't really created myself a project box for this journal, and I am now starting to feel the effects of that, because I do have, I'm just looking at my desk, I've got my little dangles that I've made. I have sitting still at the top of my desk or in front of me, and I have my little pile of crochet flowers that I've made, which I don't know that I've actually shared them with you, but I've shared little bits. So crochet flowers, let's see, my crochet flowers, I haven't sewn my ends in yet. I've got bits of thread that I'm thinking about using on one of my tags in my journal. I've kind of been prepping ahead a little bit about for what I want to do moving forward. So I've kind of got those sitting there. What else? I've got bits everywhere. I was going to do a challenge by DT Farrago, I think it is, the Christmas 3 in 15 challenge, and I still haven't got to that because of other things that have kind of taken over. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll get to the challenge, or if I get to the challenge, it may be after the challenge. I don't know at this stage. Okay, so where do I want to? I feel like about here. Sorry, I've gone quiet. Part of me is wondering if I want to just cover the whole envelope in flowers or if I want to change it up. I can't decide. I'm wondering if that's far enough. Just a fraction more. I'm looking and I'm thinking just past these numbers I need to tear. And then okay, so I'm just marking that so I know roughly where I'm tearing to. So I'm placing my numbered section of my ruler. Just need to lift this piece. The numbered section of my ruler on the 15, so I know I have to tear to the 15. Okay, so let's see how that works. Have I gone too far? A little bit too far, but that's okay. I might pop a piece of lace or something down there actually. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so what I didn't do was ink, and I probably should have inked that little section there around the window. See if I can. And again, I'm using the black soot. Okay, and then I didn't know if I wanted to do the joins, but I think I will. Okay, so I'm going to commit to this and stick this down. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm in my head a lot at the moment, and I'm trying really hard to get out of my head. I don't know how successful I'll be, but I'm hoping you'll just enjoy watching the crafting and excuse the fact that I'm not terribly chatty today. I do apologise. Okay, so just lining this up as best I can, and it's not playing easy. I need to come across a little bit. Oh, I tore it, dash. Okay, so if I wasn't videoing, I would probably leave this to dry and then I would tear the edges, but because I'm videoing, I'm going to just use my scissors. And I might burnish that from behind, I think. Fabulous. And I'm thinking a piece of lace here and here for the front. Now for the back, I'd like some music paper, I think. Okay, so I have some music paper here. I'm just going to remove the border. All the way around. I think I'll take this piece here off. Okay. And I'm going to ink this part here. Okay, and I'm thinking I might remove the white border off this. This is from my tea stain collage kit 2, I believe. And I think this is my I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Wow, I really am in my head at the moment. my eggplant colour. I like the way this is working with this here. So that's kind of, it's what I'm focusing on right now. That and trying to find my words, which, you know, some days are a struggle. Okay. So I'm just removing my white edge off here. Whoops. I liked it that way. So I think I need to come about there. And then this piece over the top, I'm thinking. So I can probably tear from about there. Okay, I think I will lock that in. I'm going to ink this, but I haven't decided whether I will pop something over the top to hide this straight edge. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet, so I'll ink it just in case. I think I'll remove that page. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to turn this upside down so I can get a rough idea of where I need to. So I really am right on that join. I don't think I came up to the top quite far enough there. I don't think it's too bad though. Okay, and again, I need to cut off. Okay. Thinking I might add that piece. Just sort of pushing it up a little bit to cover the circular area there. I think I like that there. And I may still pop a piece of lace over the top, but I like that that brings that paper over to this side as well. And so this piece, then pops on there. Okay, so just applying some glue to my music paper. And the whole thing I'm trying to achieve with this journal is a bit of a less is more. I don't want to overcomplicate anything about it, including my collaging. So that's why I've gone for much larger pieces. Okay. Looking for paper towel, and I don't think I have any out. And you can see the air bubbles that I've got there. If I didn't burnish it, those air bubbles could potentially lift, which is why I like to burnish things as I go. Okay, and I'm going to ink all the way around it. Oops, ink all the way around it. Again, I'm not going too heavy with the ink. And I will go down this side just in case. I'm not sure whether I want to add a little piece of perhaps a different colour of my tea stain collage papers. I'm thinking, oops, and down this side. So, kind of wondering about the yellow, to bring in the yellows here, and perhaps running a piece down this side. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oops. It's really cold here today and I'm having trouble picking things up, in case you hadn't noticed. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking something on the thinner side. Oops, it's taking a mind of its own there. I may need to trim that a little bit. So that's come far too wide from about here. Oops. Just trying to decide if I want to attach it from the bottom or the top end. I feel like that bottom piece is covering less of those papers. I just kind of want these colours to accent. I don't want them to take away from something like that, to take away from the papers with the wildflowers on them. I just want them to accent and highlight them. So I'm adding ink down this torn edge. And so attaching from the top end. I'm checking that because my piece is too long, so I need to check my I need to check my placement to make sure it's not covering too much. And I'm going to add glue to about there, which is still probably too much, but that's okay. Whoops. Okay. Just wiping off that little bit of excess because I'm going to cut it with the scissors. I'm like, oh, I think it's stuck to my scissors. Okay, and then this little piece here. That's pretty. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe another section. Did you notice I stopped talking? It's because hubby came inside. I don't know why I do it, but I do. Thinking I don't want to go all the way to the top, and I want to bring that down there. I think consciously I think hubby will think I'm a crazy person if he hears me in here talking to myself, which is essentially what I'm doing. Although I'm talking to all of you, I am kind of talking to myself. Like if anybody were to walk in the room and see what I was doing, they would think I was talking to myself. Okay, I want to bring that in a fraction more. I'm being very precise with this because I really don't want to cover those wildflowers too much. Oh, I feel like I'm there. Okay, so let me ink this piece. I really am enjoying using the black distress ink, I must say. I don't very often tend to steer away from the vintage photo, as you well know. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that. It's really fun to see the black distress ink pop on the edges. I really like that. Okay. And these will be in separate parts of the signature, so it's not like they'll be next to each other either, but I do like those little pops of colour. Page got caught on my glue book. I was worried I'd ripped it, but it looks okay. And my bone folder. Just making sure I'm in the right spot. And I need to trim off this little piece. And add ink. Oh, and I need to trim. No, I trimmed that. I need to ink this edge here. Okay, I love that. Oh, isn't that cute? I really, really like that. Yes, that's fun. Okay. And I'm wondering whether I need to do a little bit of colour here. Do I bring in a different colour? Perhaps. Maybe a little green. I'm not sure. So I'm going to tear off my edges. And I might tear a piece off and just see if I like it. just thinking my other option is to add, I was going to add lace down the side. Maybe I could add lace there instead. I'm just wanting to cover this little join. But I will not quite big enough. My paper isn't really tearing the way I'd like it to. I think this is more what I'm after. Yep. Almost reminds me of a vine. I just want something sleek and slim to cover the join in the paper. Again, trying not to have it take over too much. And it's that little pop of colour too. Because most of the colour is very delicate. So I kind of feel like these colours are bringing the colours of the flowers out. Well, that's my intention or hope anyway. I don't know why there's no ink down there. That's better. Okay. So my bone folder and just burnishing that down. Love that. I'm just thinking I wanted to cover this join, and I've also got this tear here. I didn't really want to cover this writing up, but I'm just looking at this and I quite like the way that sits across there. So I think I will pop that across there like that. And I'm okay with it coming down over that edge a little bit. And actually I may even taper that just a fraction. Okay, I like that. I really love that. Okay, and I'm happy with this side. Or do I want... do you like something like that? I thought I wanted that straight edge, but I'm finding it very distracting, so I'm going to take the straight edge away. And I think I will taper this piece off. Not quite where I was planning on tearing it, but that's okay. That's where it told me it wanted to go. I think I like that. I think I'll take that piece off too. My fingers are really tacky right now. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Just taking that white edge off if I can. It won't come off my fingers. Okay. Just inking this around. I will ink the top, but I may have to go back over. And whoops, stuck to my glue book. I do like the way that has brought in a bit more colour on that. I cannot get the little pieces off. It's a very sticky situation I am in. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wanting to see if I can add a little bit of glue to this here. And what I will do is ink down the edge. Okay, now you can probably hear that hubby is home, and so I am going to leave that here and go and catch up with him, and then when I head back in I will do the next part of this envelope. I really wanted to say thank you for joining me while I've put this together. I actually really love the way it's come out so far, so I'm excited. I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Stay inspired and happy crafting. Bye for now.